This is Providence Television International, the game changer.
Good day and welcome to the Week in Review on Providence Television International. My name is Ugbebo Ikekwa. President Bola Tinubu has extended his condolences to the family of the late Deputy Chief Whip of the House of Representatives, Honorable Adewumi Onanuga, who died on Wednesday after a brief illness. President Tinubu described the late Onanuga as a dedicated servant of our constituency and an inspiration for women in politics, noting that her passion for building a better Nigeria will remain unforgettable. He prayed for God's comfort for those mourning her loss and eternal rest for her soul. A clinical pharmacist and clergyman, Reverend Dr. Iwadi Aribosula, JP, has called on Christian clerics to deviate from preaching materialism and focus more on spiritual upliftment through Jesus Christ. Speaking on the program, The Road to the Vineyard, broadcast on Providence Television International, Reverend Aribosula decried the practice of some religious leaders who willingly distort Christian teachings for financial gains. The clergyman further stated that religious leaders should live exemplary lives, devoid of drug abuse, unnecessary pride, and other scandalous lifestyles. Reverend Aribosula also called on Christians to remain steadfast in their faith in God, noting that God answers prayers no matter the delay.
And He is the healer. So men and women of God who flaunt go about saying that they have healed somebody. You could have healed in the name of Jesus, the name that is above all names. So when you mention His names, all sicknesses will bow.
Good, and you don't ask.
Young women have been urged to desist from immoral practices as a source of livelihood, as legitimate and dignifying sources of income abound in the country. The call was made by a female car wash operative, Miss Eze Gift Ifunanya, who decried the spate of immoral practices such as prostitution and drug abuse amongst young ladies. Miss Ifunanya, who engages in car washing and other jobs as a source of income, further stated that patience and determination are the basic prerequisites for a stable future and financial independence.
Impatient ones that just want money quick. Okay, if you want to go into that is bad, because prostitution is not the right way. In this life, you have to be determined, patient. That is just the key for it. For example, you can venture into business if you don't want to go into the skillful aspect, or just learn a trade. So that is just it. Going into prostitution or any other source of that is not the best part.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has called on members of the public to remain vigilant at all times and share useful information to the police in order to have a community-based policing system. He commended operatives for successful operations and urged police officers to intensify their efforts in ensuring the sanctity of law and order across the nation. This comes as the Nigeria police recorded significant success with the recent raid of an illegal weapons manufacturing factory in Benue State, the arrest of a notorious cultist in Delta State, and the apprehension of 2 murder suspects in Kebbi State. The Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Police Force, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, on Tuesday disclosed that supervisory officers will be held responsible and face sanctions for unprofessional conduct by their subordinates. He further stated that the act of policemen searching phones on the road or without being an exhibit in a case is not allowed and unprofessional. He noted that some senior officers have been dismissed while some reduced in rank due to unprofessional practices. A new Commissioner of Police, CP Betty Nekpen Otimeyin, has been deployed to Edo State. The development follows the impending retirement of the current Commissioner of Police, Peter Umoru, on January 25th, 2025. The new Commissioner of Police, CP Otimeyin, is the first female Commissioner of Police in Edo State. She started her career in Bauchi State Command and has served as DPO in various divisions in Plateau and Edo Commands. She also served as Assistant Commissioner of Police Administration in Kebbi State. Until her posting as the new Commissioner for Edo State Police Command, she was the Commissioner of Police Administration in the Force Intelligence Department, Abuja. We'll take this break. Don't go away.
This is Providence Television International, the toast of today's television viewers. Don't be left out.
Thanks for staying tuned. And if you're just joining in, this is the Week in Review on Providence Television International, and I am Ugbebo Ikekwa. The Anambra State Police Command on Wednesday announced the rescue of a pregnant woman who was detained by members of the Anambra State Vigilante Group. Decrying the illegal detention of suspects by the Anambra State Vigilante Group, the Commissioner of Police, Anambra State Police Command, Nagi Itam, disclosed that necessary moves have been put in place by the command to curb the excesses of the members of the Anambra State Vigilante Group. He assured the citizens of Anambra State of the command's commitment to protect lives and property in the state. 250 manufacturers and academic institutions have abandoned their respective power distribution companies to generate their own electricity. Amongst the organizations, many of whom are bulk electricity users, are Dangote Refinery, NNPCL, and Total. This is coming amid the high cost of electricity, fuel price hikes, incessant grid collapses, and line trippings. The firms have generated up to 6,500 megawatts of electricity altogether, higher than the country's power generation, which is presently hovering around 4,500 and 5,000 megawatts. The Federal Fire Service has agreed to include fire insurance policy in its checklist for buildings. This was the outcome of a meeting between the National Insurance Commission and the Federal Fire Service at the NICOM headquarters to review and strengthen their partnership. Fire insurance is a type of property insurance that covers losses and damages caused by fire, and under this cover, the policyholder can file a claim in the event of a fire on an insured property. The partnership is expected to have far-reaching benefits, including improved settlement for beneficiaries of building collapse victims and promotion of economic growth. A Hilux van carrying 2 company workers, including a foreign national, plunged into the Okulu River on Monday night while fleeing from kidnappers along the LMS section of the East-West Road in Rivers State. The driver of the vehicle lost control after armed hoodlums attacked the convoy, causing it to skid off the bridge and crash into the river. The chairman of LML local government area, Brian Gupa, on Tuesday, mobilized a rescue team to the scene, enlisting the support of operatives from the Nigerian Navy and other rescue agencies to retrieve the vehicle and its occupants. The Nasarawa State Police Command has arrested the gospel singer Timilehin Ajayi for killing and dismembering his 24-year-old girlfriend Salobe Enejo for suspected ritual purposes. Ajayi was apprehended by churchgoers on Sunday after he was found carrying a polybag containing the severed head of Enejo. During investigation at his place of residence, 2 sacks filled with the victim's dismembered body were found. At least 40 farmers have been reportedly killed in the Domba community of Borno State, with the whereabouts of several others yet to be ascertained following an attack by terrorists believed to be members of Boko Haram. Borno State Commissioner for Information, Professor Usman Tor, confirmed the attack on Monday, stating that the investigation has commenced on the circumstances behind the attack. The attack comes barely 24 hours after 2 people were killed and the church set ablaze in the southern part of the state. And on the foreign scene, Israel's government has approved the new Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal with Hamas, paving way for it to take effect on Sunday. The decision came after hours of discussions. The terms of agreement will officially come into force at 6:30 Greenwich Meridian Time on Sunday. Under the deal, 33 Israeli hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza after 15 months of conflict will be exchanged for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails during the first phase, which will last 6 weeks. Israeli forces will also withdraw from the densely populated areas of Gaza, and displaced Palestinians will be allowed to return to their homes, as hundreds of aid lorries will also be allowed into the territory each day. The World Health Organization has disclosed that the Gaza ceasefire could boost aid deliveries to 600 trucks daily as a result of Israel's ceasefire deal with Hamas. The WHO further stated that more than $10 billion is required to restore Gaza's shattered healthcare system. The delivery of aid materials to Gaza is to begin on Sunday. More than 46,000 people have been killed in Gaza and over 100,000 injured since the conflict began in October 2023. And that's the week in review on Providence Television International. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.